Most of my work involved talking to patients during my internship at a local clinic. I met my husband during an internship in a clinic where he was working. It's a good thing I know how to listen to external voices and to my heart. We were a match made in heaven, and looking back on how our relationship developed, I know God was in the plan. I had dated other men, but found them to be extremely self-absorbed. Ken, my husband, was just the opposite. He was interested in everything and everyone. He was also already in ministry at his local church, which I thought was a plus since I was in ministry as well. We would spend hours talking about what we had studied and how it impacted our approaches to various types of people. We were both adept at reading people and analyzing them before they really had too much to say, which is a good thing. He was never at a loss for words, but he listened as intently as he talked. He loved his work and later told me that I had become the catalyst he needed to start his own clinic. After we married, he started the clinic and the two of us worked together, trying to help people sort out their lives, clinically and spiritually. I've met all types of people. I mean personality types, the bold and courageous to the fearful and insecure. What I noticed about many people is their inability to see themselves as they are, or at least understand how others view them. I don't mean that we should be overly concerned with how others see us, but we must be mindful of the perception that we give others, because sometimes we could be sending the wrong signals. And those signals, misperceived, could keep us from reaching the altitude in life we desire to attain. I'd always taken an interest in helping women the most. I had a few male clients, but the feminine perspective of life fascinated me, especially when I could actually study patterns and see how childhoods, family dynamics, and friendships impacted a person's life. Usually, I could foresee the outcome of my counseling sessions within 3 to 4 months of weekly visits, listening to a patient. I did more listening than talking because from experience, I knew that most people merely needed someone they could trust to bounce ideas off or simply to vent without judgment. With some of my current patient roster, I found I had to change my strategy because listening just wasn't enough, and they had not paid much attention to my advice. For the last 6 months, I had been listening to 9 women. One I'd lost who had never met, but all appeared to suffer from the same thing. The thought that they had no options in life but to be trapped by their existence. I had been counseling them on an individual basis, but I thought the time had arrived for them to have a group therapy session. Somehow, I just knew that this session was going to mean more than anything else we had attempted to accomplish before now. I could feel breakthrough in my spirit and was totally looking forward to seeing the end result.